Welcome back to Geekly Goods, everybody. Today we're here to review Midsommar, which is Ari Aster's second movie after Hereditary, and let me tell y'all, in my opinion, chiller. Now, wasn't it entirely like jump scary, or did it really even necessarily scare me a lot?
Yeah.
No, but art-wise, I love the style of the movie, and in terms of the horror genre, it's definitely something fresh and new.
Yeah, it's weird. I mean, like, to say it's hard because, like, we were talking about this a second ago. To say this is a horror movie and put it in the same genre as, like, Friday the 13th doesn't feel right.
Would you call it more of a thriller?
Yeah, it's more like a psychological thriller.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the pacing is so slow and drawn out, and like the tension
Definitely
ramps.
thrillerish, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's a steady dial up of tension the entire time, which is really great. And don't get me wrong, every aspect of this is amazing. Like
top to bottom,
beautifully shot. The acting is amazing. The directing is amazing.
What a shot selection!
Like the production design is really cool. Mm-hmm. While I was like nervous and tense the whole time, I still like kept noticing how beautiful this movie is.
Yeah, I mean,
which is weird.
The nature and environment around it was gorgeous.
Yeah.
Not to mention when they were taking the shrooms, I was like, that looks pretty cool. Like
from friends that have, I've heard have taken them before. That's like, it's one of them. It is the most accurate portrayal of that. And it's impressive to be, if there's anything this movie is, it's accurate.
Yeah, like there's one scene where a guy like claps right next to one of the main characters who was obviously on shrooms, and it like vibrates the picture.
Ripples,
it's crazy. Yeah. It's visually just a beautiful masterpiece. What did you think?
I really liked how it turned a lot of tropes on its head. Like, for one, and this isn't a spoiler, it's really, really sunny the entire time.
Yeah.
For a horror movie, very sunny.
There's only a couple scenes that are pointedly in the darkness, but for the most part, it's like sunny outside and blue skies and beautiful flowers and things, which is super different from like what you expect to see.
Right.
But by the end of it, I was really glad I walked out of the theater and it was like dark outside.
Yeah.
It's the first time I've ever walked out of a horror movie and said like, oh, thank God it's dark.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
Thank goodness it's not lovely out here.
yeah, and also I'm glad there are no people around me. Like,
yeah.
It really, you're right, it flipped kind of the horror genre tropes on its head and gave us something we weren't expecting, which is really hard to do.
Yeah.
And
kept some of them. We saw the final girl was maintained throughout the movie.
Kind of,
A little bit.
But I mean, should we go to spoilers already? Like,
Spoiler warning.
yeah,
Boom.
spoilers. It's like a reverse final girl because she joins the cult.
Yeah.
And it's one of those where you're like,
In any case, she does make it.
yeah.
Which I was a little worried about.
But like in the way she makes it, it's almost again flipping it on its head, which is bizarre. And
so this is totally what Ari Aster said it was. This was a breakup movie disguised as a folk horror cult mix-up.
True. You
Right.
know, that's
I mean,
interesting. That really was like the story.
Yeah, because if you think about it, it starts with him being a crappy boyfriend.
in a
He's
weird way,
on the edge of breaking up with her.
He was a crappy boyfriend the whole
time.
He's
What
a real
jerk.
dick. Yeah.
Dude was shaking his head at this guy.
I bet. Like, what a dude.
I do not approve. And like I didn't necessarily feel bad for him.
No. I was like, this is well deserved. You know
Yeah.
what? If you're going to come up into this society acting like you do outside of here, cheating on your girlfriend, doing all this, go ahead, get stuffed in the bare bone, get burned down.
They did do a good job of maintaining like the sympathetic half of his character, at least for the first act of the movie.
Yeah, for quite a while.
Because it was like, okay, I can understand. Like, relationships are hard.
Yeah.
And
You know what was-
she does have a tragedy, so like how are you about to leave, right? Like he's about to break up with her and then a tragedy happens. So I kind of understand, but like,
Can't really do it.
you're kind of stuck.
Yeah.
But even like when people have tragedies, they can still be chores to be around. You know?
Yeah.
And they really did a good job of like illustrating
A little
that.
bit of a Debbie Downer.
I liked the reveal that they were together for 4 years. Like,
Right.
I was like, I thought y'all had known each other for 2 months.
Right. I just thought it was fresh.
Like 6 months max.
Yeah.
And like, ooh, but yeah, that relationship is really like, it was a cool driving point, and this doesn't usually especially in horror movies, it doesn't usually have this kind of attention to detail and attention to like the little things.
Yeah.
And the impact that their relationship had on the friend group, which in turn led the friends to treat her differently, which led her to treat another friend differently. Like, there was these cool little ripple effects in the friend group that were so authentic.
Yeah, and the relationship was the center beat of that in the entire movie. I mean, as the relationship changed, so did the dynamic between the friend group, same with the cult. I mean, things just kind of blossomed out of this. And Ari Aster really put a stamp on his movies with this one. Like, he establishes creativity because the story beats are the same. In Hereditary, there's one moment that just, boom, when it happens, all of a sudden stuff starts sliding downhill. Same thing here when, unfortunately, spoiler alert, spoiler warning, y'all, two older people in this society, once you reach 72, you end up having to off yourself to cleanse yourself and add to their ritual. And when they did that, it just was like the halfway point. That was it. It was like, boom, everything else is going to slide downhill after this. And it happened. Just like in Hereditary, when Charlie hits the pole and is decapitated, it's the same thing. And then you pick up and it's like that over-jarring end with all the imagery that has been pasted in throughout the movie.
Yeah.
And it's
so
weird to see.
The other thing I want to talk on real quick is, like, Ari Aster did his research. Yeah. This is super steeped in like Norse anthropological studies. Like, everything that happens in this movie was a practice of pagans at some point. So this movie just feels real, and it feels like you're watching your friends get mixed up in a terrible thing. And it's not, you almost don't feel that it's a terrible thing because you're like, well, this is just how they live. You have a weird, like, I had a weird sympathy for this commune, and I was like, these are their rituals, this is their life. Like, these are outsiders coming in, and like, who are they to judge? And then I'm like, well, wait, hold on, it's a little messed up.
That's still not good.
Yeah, so it's this weird thing of like, and the attention to the runic details. The runes are everywhere, and they just when you actually look at what the runes mean, and then where they're placed in the movie, there's so many different layers on this, and you're just like, I might want to watch this again with like a study guide just to see what he's saying. In every
that's what I want. But I want to rewatch again, piece together the symbols.
This movie, it shook me though. Like, I'm gonna need a little time.
I didn't watch half of it the first time.
You watched more than half.
I was sitting next to Stu like.
I noticed when you stopped eating the popcorn, I was like, "Oh, Alex, are you okay?"
So out of 10, where are you going?
I thought it was really, really good. Like, honestly, objectively speaking, besides the fact that I didn't get to eat as much popcorn as I wanted to, probably like a 9 out of 10.
Yeah.
Like, we talked about, Us and a couple other horror films, like, elevating the genre. This is definitely elevating the genre.
For sure.
Not to say that movies like this haven't already happened in other cultures and stuff like that. But this is like more mainstream, whatever. Like, this is modern elevating the genre.
Yeah. Ari Aster and Jordan Peele, they're the two, man.
I'm sure
two horror kings.
I just don't know of you because your movies scare me.
I'd go with like an 8.5.
Okay.
I think there was a lot of there's a ton in this movie that is gorgeous and beautiful and everything. The only thing that was a little, I won't even say disappointing, but like, you know where this is going, right? Like, there's never a point in this movie where I'm like, oh, I think they're all going to make it, right?
Right.
So,
it's going to whittle down to the two of the relationships.
There wasn't really, like, twists and turns. There was no big, like, I don't know. Yeah, there's no twist at the very end where you're like, oh my God, I can't believe this happened. Like, all of it, I'm like, yep, check, like, check. But I will say that, like, this movie is going to be copied in a million different ways.
For sure.
And like you're saying with elevating the genre, if you take American horror like film class in 10 years, this movie will be a part of that
for
class.
sure.
I had a
It's gonna be
professor who
placed
taught
right
that
in.
class, and I really want to talk to him about this movie.
Oh, yeah. That'd be interesting.
that'd be
I
dope.
might email him because he was like the smartest, nerdiest, weirdest dude I've ever met.
It's quite the combo. Yeah, so 8.5.
Okay.
Really solid.
8.5.
Yeah.
I gotta go 9 out of 10 because I agree with you. This elevates and changes the genre completely. It establishes Ari Aster's style. Like,
Yeah.
just the way he's stylist, his story beats are absolutely crazy. I feel like I wasn't surprised, but I was still incredibly captivated. And when it hit that breaking point that I'm talking about, right in the middle of the movie when they end up falling off the cliff and killing themselves, that right there really just that killed my vision. I was like,
I saw it
I feel
going
like I
that
want
way.
to. I feel like I want to get up and leave.
I knew that
I
was
was
gonna
so
happen.
freaked out.
The minute they
Like,
sat
I-
down to eat.
Right. I could feel it
Yeah.
coming. It didn't surprise me per se,
Yeah,
but
that's
it
the
was
thing.
just crazy.
Yeah.
like it was crazy to see.
I
Like,
guess
wow,
there is-
watching that didn't feel
Yeah.
good.
No,
It is
not
like
at
a
all.
train wreck, right? Or a car crash where you're like, these two guys are definitely going to hit it. Oh, they hit
Yeah,
each other.
whoa.
Oh, the cars are on fire now. Oh, God.
Oh, I
like,
can't look away.
Yeah, like it was...
But I can't stop eating popcorn.
Yeah. Well, you could, though. It was good, though, man.
Yeah.
One of the better movies I've seen all year.
Yeah,
For sure.
I would
Oh,
agree.
for sure.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
guys, let us know what you thought about Midsommar. Are you going to check it out? And if you have, let us know down in the comments what you thought. And as always, like, subscribe, share, and we'll see you next time on Geekly Goods. Be sure to like, subscribe, and follow Geekly Goods on all social media platforms and grab something from our store. We take $1 of every purchase and donate it to arts education to keep arts in the classrooms. We'll see you next time.